Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Happy Monday. This is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. Why not? I'm alive, I'm blessed. That means he ain't done with me yet. If he's still here, he is not done with you. Y'all, I was listening to the word this morning, and the title of it was The Rejection Made Me. The rejection made me. Oh my God. What an amazing word by Pastor Keon. Let me tell you. When I heard that, I was like, ooh. I thought about myself in a story that I was operating from, this story that I just this belief that I labeled myself, because growing up without a father, I labeled myself as, you know what, the belief was reject them before they reject you, because you already know, you know how that goes. So in order not to keep feeling rejected, I'll do the rejecting, right? So what I would do, and I've never said this before, I don't think I ever said this before, but the light bulb just came on. I would break up with people before they broke up with me. Every time. When I say every time, all of my relationships, 99% of my relationships, I ended them first, because I did not want to be the one being rejected. I wanted to be the one doing the rejection. I wanted to be the one that was doing that. I didn't want them to do that to me. So even if it looked like I was looking a little funky, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. I'm gonna go ahead and end this. What? Yeah, I did that. I did it because the belief that was downloaded from childhood that I put a name on it. Reject them before they reject you, because you already know what that feels like. That was my story, and I operated from that story for decades. I'm telling you, 99% of my relationships, I ended them first, because I did not want to be the one being rejected. Girl, boy, let me tell you. Anyway, let's move on from that. That's what I realized. That was my BOL, breakthrough out loud. Also, and the rejection made me. Let's just go back to that, because the title of this is The Rejection Made Me. The rejection made me do a lot of stuff, but it also, and that's not what his message was about. It was about the rejection made you who you are, because we all clay, right? And he's just forming us. God is just forming us, right? Forming us into what he wants us to be, right? Our job is to contain and to pour. What you see me do every day on these videos, pouring the things that was poured into me, pouring the things that I've learned, pouring the lessons that I've learned. Like this, what you see is as a result of pouring, not just containing everything, like pouring into people and whoever might need this message, because this was me. The rejection made me who I am. If it wasn't from none of those things, I would not be here doing these videos. I would not be sharing anything. I would still be hiding behind people, hiding behind relationships, hiding behind lies, hiding behind shame, hiding behind guilt, hiding behind insecurities. I would still be hiding if it was not for that rejection. And it was me rejecting myself, because I didn't want to be rejected by anybody else. I already know what that felt like from a little girl. So I didn't want to feel like that no more. So I honestly would reject myself before they had the opportunity to reject me. I would reject myself before they had an opportunity to reject me, because I didn't want to feel like I felt at the age of 7 or 8 years old. Like, everybody got a daddy but me. Like, what's going on with that? When the rejection was redirection. The rejection made me Also, and the rejection was redirection. I didn't know. I did not know, but what I do know today, and in this very moment, I am thankful and grateful for everything that happened, because it didn't happen to me, it happened for me. Things in your life happen for you, not to you. And it's hard to understand it. It's hard to grasp that when you're in it. It's like, it doesn't make any sense when you're smack dab in the middle of it. But just make it to the other side, and you will make it to the other side if you don't give up. If you don't give up. It's clay. He is molding you. He's molding you into what he wants you to be. And it's not always who you think it's not who you want to be, it's who he wants you to be. Right? The rejection was redirection. The rejection made me who I am. Why would I be sad about that? Why would I be upset about that? We can be angry and upset about who wasn't there and what didn't work out. It's not going to change anything at all. It's not. I can sit up here and cry and complain about my dad not being there. But in actuality, it's what made me who I am. It's what made me who I am. You would not see this person today if it wasn't for that. The rejection made me an author. The rejection made me a neurotransformational results coach. The rejection made me a woman of God. The rejection made me a student. The rejection made me a teacher. The rejection made me who I am. What you see is a result of the rejection. The rejection made me. And it can make you too. In this life, you will be rejected. But it doesn't have anything to do with who you are. It doesn't have anything to do with it. It doesn't add or diminish your value. You're still valuable. You're still worthy. You still are approved, even if they don't see it. Maybe they weren't supposed to see it. Right? I don't know why things happen the way they do. But I tell you what, I won't let it define me. I won't let it stop me. I won't let it hold me back. I won't. I cannot. The rejection made me who I am. I would not be here today if it wasn't for that. I am grateful and I am thankful for everything that worked out in my favor. I'm grateful for it. I am so grateful for it. Because in the moment, I met me. So why would I be upset about what didn't work out, who didn't stay, who weren't there, who chose me, who unchose me, when all of those things led me to me? Everything that happened in my life led me to me. But I didn't know. You don't know when you're in it. It's like, why is this happening? What's going on? And it's hard to see it when you're in it. That's my favorite quote. It's hard to see the picture when you're inside the frame. It's hard to see the picture when you're inside of the frame. I was in the frame for so long. And me outside of it looking in, I see why everything had to happen the way it did. Without the rejection, I wouldn't be here right now. I would not be sharing this message. I would not be the person I am. I'm this amazing, courageous, brave person. And if it wasn't for all of those things, I wouldn't have known that. He led me to me. The rejection. I don't know who this is for. But the rejection is just redirection. The rejection is just redirection. The rejection is redirection. Change the way you look at things. Right? Moral of the story. I had to change the way I looked at it. Because I was so upset. I was just like blaming everybody for not being there and not, not giving me the things that I needed and I craved and I wanted. When in actuality, if they were there, would they have the capacity to give me those things? I don't even know. But what I do know is the rejection made me who I am. And I'm thankful and grateful for everything that happened the way it did. I'm thankful and grateful for everything that happened the way it did. Because without those things happening, you wouldn't see this person you see today. My God. Don't get so caught up on who left and what didn't work out. It's just redirection. It is all redirection. He is molding you. He's molding you. He's shaping you. Your job, your clay. Your job is to contain, and your job is to pour, right? The things that happen to you, once you heal and you grow through it, on the other side, that's your lesson, that's your testimony. And yet that's your bridge for somebody else to cross. And this is why I do what I do. This is why I do what I do, because I am what I needed years ago. I needed somebody to pour into me. I needed somebody to believe in me. I needed somebody to see me, to hear me. I needed that. I needed a coach. I needed a coach to say, you know what? I see more. I see more. Let me help you untie those knots. Let me help you untie those knots, because there's somebody in there that you need to meet. Who's that message for? There's somebody in there that you need to meet. Right? A coach can take you to a place inside of yourself. You can't go by yourself. That's why it's so important to get help. That's why it's so important. You can't do it by yourself. I couldn't do it by myself. I couldn't. That's why I'm so passionate about what I do, because I know what it can do. I know what it can do, because it's done it for me, and I've seen other people it's done it for as well. And I'm just to be that person that can help you meet the you that you haven't met yet. It makes me so happy. It makes me so excited. I know it's possible. I know it's possible, because I am the evidence. The rejection made me. Contact Coach J. Rose. Let's get to work. This ain't for everybody, but it is for somebody. All right? Until next time, have the most amazing Monday on purpose. Peace.